Hello, my name is Bethany Reed, and I'm a legal representative of Catholic Charities here at Immigrant Services. I'm a representative that works in the San Diego headquarters. I'm excited and honored to help you start your naturalization journey. Catholic Charities is a nonprofit organization accredited by the Department of Justice to provide immigration services and legal representation on immigration cases. Today, we will review what citizenship and naturalization are, the differences between them, and the reasons to become a citizen, the naturalization process, eligibility, and also payment options. Lastly, we will go over some frequently asked questions. First, we have to discuss the differences between naturalization and citizenship. Naturalization is the process in which a resident applies to obtain their citizenship by submitting the Form N-400. Part of this process is taking an oath that one is eligible and wishes to obtain citizenship to the United States of America. Some people may obtain their citizenship through acquired or derived processes, but today we will focus only on the naturalization process.
Why become a citizen? Becoming a citizen has many benefits. Some of them include the right to vote, protection against deportation or the loss of legal immigration status, the freedom to travel without time constraints, acquiring a U.S. passport, the right to hold public office or work for the government, the right to government assistance and benefits, tax deductions, freedom from fear of deportation, and the ability to petition certain family members to the United States.
The second notification you will receive is an appointment to take your fingerprints. This notification will include the date, time, and address of your appointment. The third notification will be an appointment for the interview. This document will also include the date, time, and address of your appointment. In your interview, you will review your Form N-400 with the immigration officer, take a U.S. History and Civics exam, and take a basic English exam. Now let's review. What are the basic requirements for naturalization? You must be 18 years of age or older, live in the jurisdiction where you are applying for at least 3 months, live continuously in the U.S. for 5 years, which means you must not live in any other country for the last 5 years, be physically present in the U.S. at least 50% of the last 5 years, be of good moral character, pass the English and Civics exam, and swear loyalty to the U.S. Constitution and take the oath. Good moral character is difficult to define. In theory, USCIS is searching for a good person, someone with few negative factors against them. A few examples of what good moral character is not are the following: violation of laws that regulate controlled substances in any country, making false statements to obtain immigration benefits, such as lying on your green card application, being incarcerated for more than 180 days, failing to pay alimony or child support ordered by court, failing to register for military service, failing to pay federal taxes, and committing fraud to obtain public benefits. It is extremely important to be honest and to provide all information regarding any criminal background. If you have been arrested, fined, or cited, you must have all related documents before filing the N-400. Your case manager can help you obtain these documents if needed. If you have any relatives with deportation orders, you must also share this information. Immigration agents will already have this information. Please be honest with the case manager preparing your application. Before submitting your application, you must have a copy of the arrest report, certified court documents, the judge's rulings or sentencing records, documents regarding the results of any traffic incident where alcohol or drug consumption was involved, such as a DUI, any other relevant documents, unpaid traffic infractions, or arrest orders.
English language exemption. In some cases, it is possible to do the naturalization interview in your native language. To qualify, you must be at least 50 years of age and have resided in the U.S. for 20 years, or be at least 55 years of age and have resided in the U.S. for 15 years. If you are at least 65 years of age and have resided in the U.S. for 20 years, you also qualify to take a shorter naturalization exam.
For people that cannot do the interview in English or their native language due to medical disability or impairment, USCIS may grant them an exemption from the civics and English exams. In order to apply for this exemption, you must submit the Medical Certification for Disability Exceptions form, which is filled out and signed by your doctor. Please note that to be granted exemption, it is necessary to have a medical disability. Age or level of education are not considered for this exemption. These are the most important points regarding your naturalization. I hope this presentation has helped you understand the process a little bit better. Please remember that it is very important to be honest with your case manager. We are here to help you, and we will work together for a successful naturalization process. Now, we will take a few minutes to review frequently asked questions.
The current application fee for naturalization is $725. This payment is only for the cost of the application. It is non-refundable and does not guarantee approval of your naturalization process. Depending on your economic situation, you may qualify for a full or partial fee waiver. Form I-942 is a partial fee waiver, and Form I-912 is a full fee waiver. There are three ways to qualify for the full fee waiver, or Form I-912. You may currently be receiving government benefits such as food stamps, Medi-Cal, or SSI. Your annual household income falls under the 150% federal poverty guideline, or have extreme hardship. To be eligible for Form I-942, or the partial fee waiver, your annual household income must fall between 150 and 200% of the federal poverty guideline. How can I obtain citizenship for my minor children? The process to obtain citizenship for a minor is through Form N-600. The child must be a U.S. resident. The child must live in the same household as the parent, and the child must be under 18 years of age when the parent becomes a U.S. citizen. Does my case manager need to know about my prior immigration history even before I became a permanent resident? It is extremely important that all relevant information is provided about your entry into the United States, regardless if you entered with or without documentation. We need all the information to determine whether or not you qualify for naturalization. When is the earliest I can apply to obtain my naturalization? You may apply for naturalization when you have 4 years and 9 months of being a legal permanent resident. If you are married to a U.S. citizen, you may apply when you have 2 years and 9 months of legal permanent resident status. Do I need to renew my green card first, or can I apply now? Naturalization and green card renewal are two separate processes. Applying for naturalization does not ensure that you will become a citizen. You will need your green card while your naturalization case is pending. If you have a green card that expires in the next 6 months, you will need to renew it before applying for naturalization. How much time do I have to study for my test and interview? In general, you have 5 to 7 months to study after applying to prepare for the interview, although time varies for each case. Can I apply for naturalization if I'm divorced from my former spouse that petitioned me? Yes, as long as the marriage was in good faith. I travel abroad frequently. Will this impact my application? It shouldn't be a problem as long as each trip lasts less than 180 days. You must be physically present in the U.S. more than 50% of the time you are a resident. And USCIS only takes into account trips that last longer than 24 hours. Will my application be rejected if I receive public benefits such as food stamps or Medi-Cal? No. Receiving public benefits will not be an issue as long as you obtain the benefits without committing fraud. Being a recipient of these benefits may even help you be exempt from naturalization application fees. Can I travel abroad after submitting my N-400? Yes. Make sure to take notes of the dates you left and when you return to the United States, as USCIS will ask you on the day of your interview. In the past, I took trips out of the country for 5 to 6 months in length. Can I apply for the N-400? Yes, if the trips were more than 5 years ago, and if each trip lasted less than 180 days. Can I take the exam in my native language if I'm a senior citizen? You may qualify to take the exam in your native language only if you meet the minimum age and years of residency requirements, as discussed earlier in the presentation. Why do I need to give USCIS information about things they already know, such as being detained in the past? In the N-400 application, there are a series of questions that you need to answer. These questions have to be answered honestly and need to be explained in detail. Even though the government has a record of these incidents, the N-400 form requires the applicant explain them again. Why do I need to put information about an arrest, even if I was not charged or if the case was dismissed? USCIS bases their observation on all criminal history. They want details of your history even if charges were dropped or the case was dismissed. If you have any criminal history or arrests, you must work with your case manager to obtain the necessary documents to provide to USCIS. If I did not pass my exam in the interview, how many chances do I have to retake it? You have 2 chances to take the exam. If you don't pass the first time, USCIS will give you another opportunity to pass the exam in a second interview. Do I need to include my children or stepchildren in the application even if they no longer live with me? Yes. The N-400 form requires that you give information about all children or stepchildren. When can I reapply if USCIS denies my N-400 application? It depends on the reason your request was denied. Usually one can apply again based on what USCIS says in your denial letter. Can I submit an N-600 application for my children and an N-400 for myself at the same time? No. You need to wait until you become a citizen before you submit an N-600 application for your children. How many times can I apply for naturalization? If the reason for denial was failing the citizenship interview and exam, there is no limit on how many times you can reapply for naturalization. Can I apply for naturalization if I was indicted in the past? It depends on the severity of the crime. We will have to analyze the type of crime and the sentence. There are crimes that do not prevent people from applying. At the same time, there are crimes that merit deportation.
Thank you again, and please remember, you're not alone. Catholic Charities is here to assist you. I look forward to meeting you and your family here soon.